I'm Jeremy. Nice to meet you all. Let me just quickly share my screen. Yeah, so quick introduction of myself. I'm co-founder together with my partner, Eugene Ng, of OpenEden. And prior to OpenEden, I was the head of Asia for Gemini Exchange out of Singapore. And before that, I spent 20 years in investment banking, in the likes of Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, primarily in the fixed income derivative space. So we're very happy to be here to present to you our new launch. Essentially, we have taken US Treasury bills on-chain. And the way we do that is very different, I think, from quite a number of platforms out there. So number one, we bring you direct exposure to US Treasuries instead of through a ETF and the likes. And we are the first true smart contract board that allows our investors to directly connect their wallet and mint our TBILL token instantaneously 24/7. And we provide both on and off-chain transparency, working with Chainlink to provide a daily on-chain proof of reserve, and also along with third-party monthly attestation with independent auditor and also independent fund administrator. Now, what is really important is the regulatory compliance part of it. The way we structure our product is to use a regulated, registered professional fund in the BVI as a token issuer. And the vault's asset is managed by a Singapore regulated fund management company, which is OpenEden, something that we've taken 1 year to achieve. It is a pretty difficult task to get this registration with the MAS. And we created a product that is bankruptcy remote. There's no counterparty risk except for the US government. That is the only counterparty risk that our investors are facing. So let me just kind of quickly go into our dashboard to share with you how exactly does this work. So this is our dashboard. It's very simple. So you can see that we have a TBILL of about 12.5 million. We went live about 4 weeks ago, and you will see that the estimated yield of the current Treasury bills portfolio is close to 5.2%. So the US has been raising interest rate since last year, and now the risk-free rate, we call it, which is basically the US government debt credit rating, is paying you over 5%. And that's clearly very high in this environment. So for a user that is being KYC'd, you can just connect your wallet. So we support MetaMask, Wallet Connect, Genesis Safe, and Coinbase Wallet. So I'll connect to my own MetaMask wallet. So if you look on the right-hand side, this is the panel where you can deposit and withdraw. So it's very user-friendly, it's very DeFi-centric. For example, if I want to deposit 100,000 USDC, I will receive about 99,300 of TBILL. And when I click deposit, then it will go straight into your wallet. And the way it will look like is something like this. If you look at this video. So it's very seamless, and it is very easy and very intuitive. Now, in terms of transparency, I think that is really paramount, and we are highly focused on that. So over here, we'll show all our users the underlying portfolio of Treasury bills. So we invest across between 3 to 6 months, very short duration. And you can see every single T-bills with the QSIP number and the principal amount and market value, being showcased over here. And in addition to that, we will also provide the daily custodian report of our custodian on a daily basis. So you can see exactly all the Treasury bills that's being held by the vault is fully transparent. So you don't have to trust us. You can look at it and you can verify yourself. I think what is also really important for us to share is that because of the way that we have structured this platform, we're able to partner up with the tier 1 traditional finance providers. So for example, we have DBS Bank as our banking partner, and we have KPMG as our tax advisor to put together a structure that allowed the whole fund to be tax exempt in terms of the returns that are generated from the portfolio. Swissquote Bank is the custodian and broker. It is a full licensed Swiss bank as a regulated and qualified custodian. It's one of the strongest bank in Switzerland, if you look at the financial ratios. For on-off-ramp partners, we have Circle, Coinbase, Gemini, CoinHarco, and several others. And we work with Chainlink, I think I mentioned that before. And for proper KYC, we have Elliptic as a compliance screening partner. So I'll stop here and happy to take any question. I believe it is a product that is fit for everyone in this room today. You have cash, you have idle stable coins, and for proper cash management and treasury management, I think this is something that makes a lot of sense, given that it is risk-free credit by the US government. So for every $1 million that you put in, you're going to generate about 50,000 worth of return. And that clearly can help a lot with either runway or paying your staff or having a nice Christmas party. I'll stop here. Happy to take any questions.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. Actually, I think we got a question from Jeffrey Lee, Jerry Lee, and also anonymous attendee. So the first question, is there any KYC limitations?
Yes, Jeffrey. So it is a registered fund as a token issuer. So we require KYC, and it's offered to accredited investors and professional investors across both US, Europe, Asia. So any country that's not sanctioned by OFAC. And Jerry Lee has a question in terms of what would happen to the TBILL token if USDC DPAC. Great question. So our token is denominated in US dollar. So which means to say, if USDC DPAC, then the token price in USDC will go up. So in fact, just a couple of days ago, when USDC dropped by about, say, 3 basis points to 0.99997, the TBILL token price in USDC will increase by 3 basis points as well. So we basically use the Chainlink Oracle on USDC price to price the token in USDC. But because the majority of the asset is held in off-chain US dollar asset in US government bonds, so it is pretty much a US dollar denominated token. So not only TBILL token can help you generate yield for your idle stable coin, it can also help you hedge out your USDC DPAC risk or any stablecoin DPAC risk. And we have a very shy attendee here. It's anonymous, asking us whether we have an MAS license. So OpenEden is a MAS registered fund management company. So we're regulated by MAS to conduct fund management activity, and that's why we can manage a pool of Treasury bills. The minimum USDC amount, so the initial investment amount is 100,000. And subsequent addition can be in blocks of 10,000. And one last question.
Yeah, from
a bit on an Ethereum, and we will be working on cross-chain in our version 2. So stay tuned.